Good afternoon, everyone. Just showing you how we do a little back fencing setup here. This fence that you can just see right here is our back fence, and even though I've got one cheeky calf has jumped over and is found his way into the pen here, so he's just behind the yellow box there. That area over the back there was all grazed over the last couple of days, 3, 4, 5, probably, what are we doing, about 10th day in this paddock. This is cowpeas and soteria grass, and doing really well. Calves are even eating it, which is awesome. Cowpeas are really high in protein. It's good forage, and yeah, these cows are starting to pick up a bit. Their milk production is anyway. You can tell by the milk. The amount of times the calves are drinking milk off the mothers, just got more in it than some of the feed we've had previously. Been a pretty tough season here up until now, and even now we're not getting a lot of rain, although this looks very green. Yeah, so the cows have sort of been dragged down a little bit. And then so we've got our back fence over there where the yellow unit is, and the cattle come in each day. We just let them in here for about 2.5 to 3 hours to graze a piece. They walk up the laneway that I've got there behind the quad bike and past the shed and down to their home paddock for the day, rest of the day and night. It's about 500 metre walk. And then we've just got the fence, got the electric fence unit set up here, and just tape running down. A few cheeky little calves that are jumping under there, which is not ideal, but most of the cows seem to not test the fence out too much. We could have 2 wires on this fence, but with the cowpeas it's just really hard because it's quite tall. So we're just going to have to live with it for a while. Little calves don't eat much. The worst problem is when they jump through is they knock the fence around. Sometimes they knock it over, and the other day they knocked it over completely. And we had cows everywhere, all across here, so which was fun to get out. But yeah, so we're trying to graze it down. We give them a few hours in here, and I'll walk over here and just show you how far we're trying to graze it down to, because we are trying to get a regrowth off this, and we will graze it again, hopefully. So if we graze too hard, we won't get those plants to regenerate. So you see here, we just left a little bit of stalk, a couple of leaves. It's probably a bit more grazed here, a bit heavily grazed than other areas of the paddock. A bit more bare earth than what we'd like, but our plan is straight after this crop, and as soon as the weather cools down in probably another 3 weeks, I would hope, 4 weeks, we'll be able to sow our ryegrass, clover, oats, chicory mix into this field. So this field's been limed. It had some fertiliser put on it to get this crop established, and we're going to go back into it with our ryegrass winter species. So we'll direct drill that, and we won't disturb the soil too much. But yeah, you can see there's still plants growing here. You can see what they don't graze. We could have mulched this, I suppose, this big tall stuff, so cattle won't graze this soteria grass when it's too long. But yeah, I think if we can get a shower, rain or two, it should regrow, and we should get another grazing off it, even if we put the cows in the whole paddock and just let them take it right back to fairly low levels of vegetation on there. Then we can move through with the direct drill, which is a disc seeder, and yeah, sow our crop. So that's what we call back fencing. The reason we do it is just to protect this area so we get subsequent grazings. Other crops like ryegrass and things like that, you can regrow, graze several times if you look after it and keep back fencing. It's extra work, yep, but seed, fuel, fertiliser, all those things are very expensive and not getting any cheaper, so we need every advantage we can get. So yeah, that's what we're up to. The cows are happily munching away there. Beautiful afternoon here, about 5 o'clock. Heat's gone out of the day, so anyway, I'll check you next time. Thanks.